Alright, getting started for this, I said I was going to find their intersection point, and so I will. I am going to use a red pen for this line. What I'm going to do off to the side here is write down what my M and my B is. So I'll be graphing my slope of 2, which I'll make a fraction as 2 over 1, and my B value is 1. So when I graph that, I always graph my B value first, which is my y-intercept, and then from there you go up 2, rise 2, run 1. Rise 2, run 1. Rise 2, run 1. Notice how many times I'm doing this. I'm always going to do it many, many times for my first line, and then I probably won't do it as many times for my second line. I'm also, instead of going up 2 over 1, we've also talked about how we can go negative 2 to the left 1, because that's negative 1. Negative 2 to the left 1. Because what we're really doing is we're doing a negative 2 over a negative 1, which is also a positive 2. So we can continue to do this many times. I'm going to stop for now, and if I need to extend that out further, I will later. So that gives me a nice straight line. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my pen color, and I'm going to make this line blue. And in this problem, I have my M equaling 3. Right there's my slope. And my B value is equal to actually negative 1, because this should be plus the opposite, negative 1. So I'm going to graph negative 1 on my y-axis, and then I'm going to have a slope of 3. Now, 3 would be up 3 over 1. So up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. Now, you might think that's where it's intersecting, but it's actually not intersecting there. It's almost intersecting. Then you go up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. Right there is where it intersects exactly. Now, how do I know that for sure? I didn't get that line drawn very straight. We'll see if I can draw that a little bit straighter. Is exactly where one of my red dots is. That's how I know it intersects there exactly. The other thing I can do is we're going to have to name this ordered pair because this is the solution to the system. So it's always x comma y. So I'm going out here 2. So that's my x coordinate, and then my y coordinate is 5. Now, to know whether or not this is actually the answer, you can actually check your answer. So we could put 2 in for our x, and we could put 5 in for our y and see if we get a true statement. What's 2 times 2? Well, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1. Oh yeah, that is 5, so it does work for that equation. The same thing you can do here, you can test it. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus negative 1 is, it is 5. So it works for both of the equations, so I definitely know I have the right answer. You can check every single answer every time you do a problem and know whether or not you have it right or wrong before I even check. Let's do another one. So I'll use my red pen for the first line. We've got our slope is negative 2. I'll put that over 1. And my B value is 4. I'm going to graph the y-intercept as 4. I'm going to go down 2 over 1. 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 Many, many times. Or I could have gone up 2 to the left 1. Up 2 to the left 1. And we're just extending that line out as far as we can. That's going to help me be able to find that point of intersection much more quickly. The second line I'll graph in blue. So my slope is being 3, and that would be 3 over 1, and my B is negative 1. So I will plot my negative 1, and then I will go up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1, boom, I already have my answer. Done. Connect them. Find a point of intersection. Point of intersection is right here. That would be the point 1, comma 2, 1, comma 2. You can check your answer by plugging that in. Put 1 in here, put 2 in here. Negative 1 times, or negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Negative 2 plus 4 is 2. That does work. Plug in 1 here, plug in 2 here. 1 times 3 is 3, plus negative 1 is 2. So they do check out, and it does work. And continue to do a few more problems on the next video.